Good morning. This is Evan from Simple Notes Music, and I got a lesson for you. This one is about the F chord, and for some students, this is where guitar gets really difficult. I've had students that hit this F chord and they, think they can't play guitar. So, I'm going to try to show you a way to make this a little easier to gradually learn the F chord. So first off, I'm going to play it. Okay, so I have this capo on, just to remind you, this is my 0 fret. Okay, as if I didn't have frets, but so now I'm in standard tuning. Okay, just to get you started. All right, the F chord looks like this. All right, so pretty difficult, but if we break it down into parts, it gets a little easier. So I kind of have 5 stages when I like to teach this chord. First off, this is the first stage. We're just going to play our index finger. So just working our way up, because this really is for beginners who may know a couple chords, but kind of run into some problems when they play the F chord. Stage 1, just get this one down. Stage 2, and we're just going to add a finger for each stage. Get your ring finger. When you get that down, you want to get your pinky finger. This is stage 3. So we got 1st fret, 3rd fret, and 3rd fret of our D string. There we go. So, all right. So those are the first 3 stages. Once you get there, it starts to become a little more difficult, and then we add our middle finger to the 2nd fret of our G string. There it is. And stage 5 is probably the most difficult, and this is really the reason why this chord is difficult, is the barring. We call it barring because our index finger is going to be covering 6 frets. So you will have to work your way up to that. There is a bit of pain that you'll have when you're trying to bar all 6 strings. But I do have a technique that might, as I said, gradually get you into playing this. This chord won't happen overnight. This is something that takes a while. So here we go. And for this last one, I'm going to bar just my index finger, covering all 6 strings. Okay. Even today, that hurts. But let's go ahead and try an easier way to get our barring down. And so as we go up the fretboard, the tension on our string, it's a little looser up here. Down closer to the headstock, it's a little tighter. But let's try coming up here and covering all 6 strings. Okay, that's a little bit easier for me. It's still difficult, but if we can get to that point where we can do that, we can work our way down. And actually, I do suggest trying to do the whole chord when you're working your way down. It just will sound nicer. It's more the technique we're looking to do. So just as if you're barring the F chord, you can do the same chord up here. And actually, for beginners and for younger students, it is a little bit easier up here because the frets are a little closer together. Down here, you're going to have to spread your fingers apart a little bit more. Excuse me. And so here we go. And just work your way down. These are all major chords, and I'm barring. You can see as I'm doing right there. If you can do this, you can do the F chord. Okay? So this is the 5th stage, really the hardest part of learning the F chord. But once you get down here, you've got it. Okay? Alright. So, if barring is difficult, I suggest fingering it other types of ways. Some people just do the middle 4 strings. We have 3rd fret, 3rd fret, 2nd fret, and 1st fret of our B string. There's that way to play the F chord. And also, if you wanted to just bar these 2 strings down here, you can add in that one, that E string. Kind of sounds nice. Anyway, all in all, I suggest getting started on the F chord as soon as you start learning your other chords, because it'll make it easier in the end. You don't want to hit a brick wall when you start playing that F chord, because you can go through these other chords and you might be playing a song that you really want to learn, and once you hit that F chord, it's going to be difficult. So get started on it as soon as you can, and take your time with it. Like I said, it won't happen overnight. It might take a couple weeks, but go through these steps. Add a finger for each step, and then stage 5, we're actually barring. So I'm using this technique because the tension a little looser up here and a little tougher down here. So work your way up to that. Anyway, this is Evan Jones presenting the F chord for you. Yep, I'm in San Diego, so if you got an hour, book me for a lesson, and go ahead and like my page. And hey, have a great week and enjoy your weekend. You'll probably see me chiming in again for another lesson sometime before then. So, all right, bye.